Today on Make It Take It Outdoors, I've got a new take on the vibrating jig where you don't have to use a mold. Stay tuned. Alright, here's what I'm starting off with. I've got about an 8-inch piece of wire. I cut off a little extra. I believe that's a 3/8 ounce weight, 3/0 red hook, chatterbait blade, and a red and black skirt because this is part of my spring series. Alright. So normally when I make my vibrating jigs, I make a loop right here and that's where I attach the blade. But I don't know why I want to do this. But I saw some other vibrating jigs have the loop at the top, so guess what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off about right there. You know what? I want a little bit harder angle, so let's go with the needle nose. And now I've got to bend this down because I need it to fit fairly tight against the weight. In fact, I'll probably make it a little bit more narrow than it needs to be so it does fit pretty close. Let's see what that looks like. And I want to put that hump right about here. Okay. So we're going to go there. You know what? I'm going to use my round nose pliers for this. I want to make it a one continuous bend here. Sorry. Alright, so I'm going to have to bend this down, get it tighter again, and then bend it right here so it goes back. So let's do that first. There. Now I've got bend everything back in place. Let's go squishy on the angle. Let's see how that looks. Then I'll have to bend it down, but first we need to get that blade up there. If we don't, we're not going to be able to get it on. Okay. So there we go. I guess what I'm going to have to do now is just bend this straight down up against the body. And while I'm here, start the wrap. See how that looks. May work. One thing I did wrong is the paint I use is just regular craft paint. I did not grab the stuff that you bake, so here, I'm going to try to squish this towards the front. I don't think it's going to work. No. I think looks like the blade's going to stay in place. So let me cut this tag end off. Remember when you cut your tags, ouch, be careful, because this thing was going to fly off with some force. I'm surprised I didn't cut myself there, poke myself. All right, now, how do I want to do this? Do I want to put the skirt up and then put the hook? Nah, I think we're going to do the hook right here and then put the skirt on top of the hook. So, where you gotta go? Straight down. So we have a bend like that. And as you can see, I'm going to touch up a little bit on the red. But then again, I'm going to put epoxy over top of it, so it should be fine once I do that. Now, I'll put our hook on here. I need to hold the eye of the hook and the wire. So, and when you do it like this, it's going to be kind of wonky when you first do it, and you're just got to bend everything back into shape. So that's kind of all right. I think this is gonna work, guys. All right, let's hold this. I'm going to bend this down around a little bit better so it's more straight down, and I'm going to clip it off with just a little length left on, so that'll act like a keeper. And everything I'm going to do is kind of bend it away. The skirt I'm using is a living rubber skirt. These things are, if you've never used them, kind of a pain in the butt. You've got to make sure all these strands, see how this one's doubled up, got to make sure they're all separated and everything, so you get the best possible skirt out of it. Like this one here is still attached, but now it's not. All right, so we got asymmetrical. We're going to put the longer end towards the hook, and all I gotta do is go right down the middle, and we'll keep that black towards the bottom. Now I'm gonna kind of get it in position now. Because when I push it up there, it tends to kind of move the strands around a little bit. And you don't want to get them all looped up together and everything, so let's just push that on there. Put the line tie on there and do some epoxying, and I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, I got some 5-minute epoxy put together here, so hold on. I'm just going to brush a thin layer on. This will protect that paint job that is just, you know, so cool. All right, there we have it. Turned out pretty decent. The initial worry I had was this here would allow it to travel too much back and forth, but I was able to get it tight enough against the lure that it's not going to do that. Did put some epoxy on there to save the paint job, but this will be a fine spring vibrating jig. Yeah, I like this one. All right, so there you have it. Again, I think it turned out pretty cool. It's really cold. Today it was 17 when we woke up, and it's supposed to get up into the 40s, low 40s, lots of wind. I'm not going out today, but tomorrow it's supposed to get up in the mid 50s. So I think I am going to take it out just to give it a try, and maybe post a short about it. That way, you know, if it worked and everything. But actually, it's nice having confidence that one of my baits is going to work. Sometimes I'm sitting there thinking, oh boy, this thing isn't going to vibrate. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's going to be pretty cool. All right, well, that's the end of today's episode. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. If you got any friends that might want like this, share it with them. Yeah, I'm a little goofy, and I might not do the best camera angles sometimes with my hands in the way and stuff, but I think I'm doing pretty good as far as teaching different lures and everything. That being said, you know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, you have a great day. Tight lines.